forgot to turn it down. Who's that? Welcome to Qstunna325's Nintendo E3 Conference in 2019. We're just gonna vibe out on this. I should really call these my loving discussions. Now, if y'all are like, yo, these my loving graphics and stuff, right? Like, this looks like we're going back to the my loving PS1, PS2 era. Well, you Mo lovers would be right. You feel me? You guys would be 100% right. Why and how? Because we are taking a little trippy trip back. We are taking a little trippy trip.
Thanks for picking me.
Back. And I would love to see this get another game. This is Hot Shot Tennis, in case you guys don't know. But that's not what we're here to my love and talk about.
Here goes.
We're here to talk about Nintendo. And shout out to the homie Mo Wars. Shout out to him. What's up, Al Weezy? How you doing, bro?
Let's start the match.
And we are up on in here. For real.
Here comes the sun.
Told y'all. Just to show y'all how crazy my game variety goes. I'm not just gonna say it. Y'all gonna see it. So, let's really get up on into this. I done wasted enough time. So, Nintendo had their conference with their Nintendo Direct, starting out with that, and then their treehouse. But what I'm mainly going to focus on is the Nintendo Direct. Mainly day 2 and 3, I gotta talk about it because it is part of their E3 conference. So the gist of day 2 and 3, we're mainly talking about a whole bunch of gameplay for Super Mario Maker, Animal Crossing New Horizon, Astral Chain, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Luigi's Mansion 3, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I mean, it's mainly focused on gameplay, and it goes pretty in depth to the point that it's like 4 hours. And I didn't have time. I didn't have time for that, y'all. Even though it was pretty dope. But we are going to get to their conference. Because I know y'all like, dang, Qstunna, like, really? Alright. So, Nintendo, starting off this E3, there's a reason why I can remember this a little more. So, they have one of the spokespersons come out, and they're doing like this little skit, and they're like, yeah, we're about to have Bowser, and Bowser, you know, from Mario comes out, and they're like, no, not that Bowser. this dude named Doug Bowser that just joined their company not too long ago. So there was like a little skit between that. So that's how it started out. Right after that little skit, they went right into Smash Brothers Ultimate. I gotta get the game back. Actually, traded the game in, but I'm definitely going to get it back. Woo! So all my people out there with Nintendo Switches. Alright, some people are like, hey, I just want to get a Nintendo Switch for Mario. I just want to get Nintendo Switch for Zelda or Mother Loving, maybe Luigi's Mansion. Maybe Pokemon, because Nintendo and Pokemon go hand in hand. Nah, man, the Switch is getting a little everything, so rock out with it because of that. So they show off this Smash Brothers DLC, and it's these fighters and everything like that. Out of nowhere, this new hero comes out. Bang! It says, boom, the hero like comes, and boom, it's the main character from Dragon Quest 11. Yes, he got announced. Some people are a little peeved. They're like, oh dang, we're getting another sword fighter. Like, oh lordy. Like, people are like, oh, there's too many Fire Emblem characters. There's too many Fire Emblem and sword fighters and stuff like that. But I'm cool with it. I'm not gonna be here complaining. Now, they're apparently, with him coming, the main character from Dragon Quest 11, they're also going to have variants of the different Dragon Quest heroes from Dragon Quest 11, 8, 10, and 3.
15.
If I'm wrong, correct me, but I remember watching a video on it actually this past week at GameStop about it. They were like, they're gonna be variants. If you want to play as the older Dragon Quest characters, you can, because they're all gonna be pretty much lumped in with that. But so they'll be under the Dragon Quest 11 hero, but they'll have their own like kind of moves and stuff. They'll be similar to the Dragon Quest 11 heroes character, but they will have differences. They will have their own little like moveset. So that's pretty dope. Then now we move on to Dragon Quest 11, which is the next game. Only Dragon Quest game that I personally, so it's a little story time. Only Dragon Quest game, honestly, that I've played in my Mother Loving life was Dragon Quest. Had to be like a Game Boy Color game, so I would probably say maybe Dragon Quest 3 with the little slime and everything like that. And then that's the one I can definitely remember. Like, I know they had some on the Game Boy. Never really jumped into those like that. So, Dragon Quest 11 will be pretty cool. It'll be pretty cool to jump back into that. Am I going to get it on PS4? Yes. Am I going to get it on Nintendo Switch? Yes, motherfuckers. It's just some stuff that some people might be like, really? You're gonna get it again? And stuff like that. It's just some stuff that, yes, I'm a fan of PlayStation, stuff like that, but I'm also, if you want to be honest, possibly, maybe even a bigger Nintendo fan. Now I know some people might want to challenge me on that. Really? But you didn't have a Wii, you didn't have a Wii U, stuff like that. I mean, I played it, they were cool, but for some reason, it just didn't entice me enough.
15.
But, who knows? I'll probably be late in the game, but I just might pick me up a used Wii U. Just rock out with that. Sometime being, sometime down the line. If I do, I will update you guys. But the game is Dragon Quest XI: Echoes of an Elusive Age. S. Definitive Edition. So that's the whole title for the game. So try saying that like 20 times fast. You're gonna be, your tongue gonna be twisting and turning and like that's how you're gonna be after a while. So they showed that off. That Dragon Quest XI. Yo, remember this and that? Yes, it is coming to the PS4. Now, I said PS4. To the Nintendo Switch, sorry. It will be coming to the Nintendo Switch next year. Now, Dragon Age 11 is already out on the PlayStation 4. It released last year on September 4th, 2018. So, just a little over a year. They're gonna be getting this game out on the Nintendo Switch. And I could be getting this game. I definitely do want to support it on both platforms. Because I rock with PS4. I rock with the Nintendo Switch. I'm loving my Nintendo Switch. Best, some people, when the Switch initially came out, they were like, oh, it's too much. It's too much, $300. But if you bought a PlayStation 4 and you bought an Xbox One, I don't want to hear that the Nintendo Switch was too much, alright? You spent $400 on a PS4. That was the console you went with. Or Xbox One. Or if you got both, then you spent $900, alright? So, don't be crying that Nintendo has a $300 system. That was initially when the console first came out. I'm like, it's still cheaper than PlayStation Xbox. Just saying. Just saying. Gotta be real, y'all. So, following Dragon Quest XI, my little story time / little rant, we move on to the next game. Luigi's Mansion 3. Ooh, dang. So, this game will be coming out in 2019. Now, it has no release date at all, so you never know. Maybe we might get it as a possible late summer release. Even though summer does seem a little packed. What do I mean by that? Why am I saying that? You guys will find out. But it is just slated for 2019. Doesn't have a definitive release window. This is 2019. So, just a little information. Luigi uses the Poltergust G 00. He's able to slam ghosts with his Poltergust suction shot that can be used to pull certain objects and destroy furniture. You can also slam it with the suction with certain ability that he's able to do. When he sucks him up like it's like Luigi meets Ghostbusters. And the first game, Luigi's Mansion, came out on the GameCube. And I really should have got it because I was a big fan of GameCube when I finally got it, and it was just an amazing system. I loved it. I'll still talk about it today because it was just that more love and grace. The suction shot is also useful against certain creatures. There's a burst that's kind of like if they're about to surround you and stuff. It's kind of like a vacuumed up kind of fart. I don't know, but I'ma be bursting on a lot of motherfuckers, just straight up hitting them with the fart bomb like it's about to be stanky stank with some extra stank on it. So I could be about to. I think I am going to pick that game up because I just want to finally try it. I know I'm super late in the game, but I definitely do want to try it. Then they have this little like kind of side character named Luigi. Now, last year in 2018, they did remaster the first Luigi's Mansion. They remastered the first one on the 3DS. And then they already have Luigi's Mansion 2 on there, so you know, going from console to handheld, and now a console hybrid, which can act like a handheld and a regular console, which is more love and dope. So I think that's dope. But Luigi is an invention made by Dr. Egad, which, as its name sounds, it's like a goo or slime version of Luigi. You know, it can slip through bars and things of that nature that Luigi can't do, because that is just, he's a solid mother lover, and Luigi is not. But one thing you do want to watch out with Luigi for, because I remember it from the video, you want to watch out for water because Luigi and water do not mix. Alright? Luigi and water is like oil and vinegar. Those things do not mix. And Luigi is going to be a hurt mother. It's just not going to mix too. They also have a scare scraper mode where you're able to play up to 8 characters, whether that be online. Of course you'll need Nintendo's online service, which is the cheapest out of everybody. I'm not going to say it's the best, because I do see where they can improve and features that they can add to it, but for what it is, for 20 bucks, I think it's relatively solid. It works alright. It's cool. There is room for improvement. There are things that they can do a bit better. But for 20 bucks, I'm not gonna sit here and cry about this and that, voice chat, and oh my gosh, you gotta do it through the app. Maybe they'll be a little more flexible with it, but as far as voice chat, that's mainly where they want to go. They want you to have a Nintendo app. I'm one of those people who would just be like, yo, I would just love to put in, you know, pair of headphones, bang, just like I do to my PS4 controller, and just talk. But Nintendo's like, hey, you want to do something different, which I get is cool. People are peeved about it. I was, to be honest. But it's alright. It's alright for what it is. Like, it's cool. It works. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about it. I'm not saying it's the best thing ever either, but it just works. Nintendo wants to do it. Now, they have started making more native voice chat available in games like Fortnite that's on the Switch. Paladins probably, Warframe, so a lot of the free to play possibly just have native voice chat. So who knows, maybe over time they'll be like, hey, you can use our Nintendo app and native, which I would possibly use from time to time, or maybe I would just lean just more towards native voice chat because mainly that's what I'm used to. But the app, even though it's a little more of an extra step, it works. It's not terrible. It's just, hey, that's how they decided to have voice chat. That's all, you know what I mean? Okay, so now moving on from Luigi Mansion 3, we are moving to Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics. So Dark Crystal used to be this show. Jim Henson, Dark Crystal used to be a show that people used to watch. So if you guys remember that, cool. Me personally, I don't remember it as much. I still am relatively young. I do know some old school stuff. I'm not trying to be here bashing on older people. I ain't trying to do that. But if you do remember it, was it a cool show? Was it dope? Is it amazing? Let me know, because I really don't have that much of a clue on it. Shoot, maybe it could be something I'd get into. Just saying. As a little side note, the game will also be coming to Netflix. So, if you have a Netflix account, you'll be able to play that. So, whether you got a Nintendo Switch or Netflix, you'll be able to play that motherfucking game. Now, following Dark Crystal, we move on to the next game that they showcased. Now, last year, they showed off a trailer, and it was cool. I like the comic book kind of style. Like, it was cool. It was different. It was like a 90s kind of anime, something with the watercolors and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty dope. I would love to play a Zelda game that looked how that trailer looked. Now, although the art style isn't like how the trailer was, the art style is updated. It's cool for a game that they revealed last year, which we now know as The Legend of Zelda's Link's Awakening. And that game came out on the Game Boy Advance. Well, they touched this game up like crazy. You know, changed the art style, this and that, and actually added a dungeon creators little mode. And some people were like, hey, because I remember last year they also showed, when they initially showed off Mario Maker 2, Super Mario Maker 2, they showed like some Zelda Maker that possibly in that game, and I was like, yo, are they doing a Zelda Maker? So a little side note to this, because it does pertain to the game, so it's not like going ridiculously off topic or anything. But there was an interview concerning this game, one of the makers of the game, and they were like, hey, well, remember there was something of a Zelda Maker, could we be seeing that? And they asked if they were going to add anything to this. They said, hey, this is the game that was on the Game Boy Advance. He touched it up, made it look cleaner, everything like that. So as far as anything new that wasn't in the original, no, they won't be adding anything new because they wanted to keep Link's Awakening how it was, you know. Stay true to the element that it was, just looking a lot better, fresher, and clean. So I'm like, okay, I can rock with that. And not, you know, it seemed like that was a very candid answer. It didn't seem like it was some scripted behind answer, something like that. He's like, no, we're not adding anything new, which would have been nice, but they were like, hey, we want to keep it as true to the experience that people were able to remember. And I'm like, you know what? Can't fault nobody for that. He gave the answer straight up. So after seeing how this game was, the dungeon maker, they were like, hey, people are really liking that dungeon maker. Hey, maybe you will get a Zelda maker. And that was really dope. Like, they went all the way back from the late 80s or something, like the first Legend of Zelda game that was on the original Nintendo. Like, they went from that art style to GBA to like Wind Waker to Twilight Princess. Like, it looks pretty cool and neat. So if they do pull the trigger on that, that would be dope. And they actually get a release date for this game. So whether you've experienced this on Game Boy Advance or not, it's there for you. Cleaner, better than ever, and on the Nintendo Switch. Now, when can you get your hands on this? The exact date is September 20th of this year. That is something you need in your life. So, moving on from there, is this game called Trials of Mana. So, they're really touching this game up. It's a remastered of the original game, and this will be releasing in early 2020. And then following that, they're showing all these different Secret of Mana games, and there's 3 of them. The Secret of Mana from the NES, Trials of Mana, and just give me 1 second. Okay. It is going to have Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trial of Mana. So it'll have that Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana. Now, an interesting little fact when it comes to Trials of Mana, originally, unless you went to Japan, you were not able to play this game. This game didn't come stateside at all. So, if you wanted to play Trials of Mana, you better know a little bit of Japanese. You better have learned it well, because before this happened, the game never got localized. And you can pick up that collection of mana now, digitally. Now, I was watching Spawn Wave, and he found out that, hey, if you want a physical, meaning you can get it on cartridge, there will be a physical edition of Collection of Mana. It will be releasing August 27th of this year. Then, following the remake of Trials of Mana, and then the Collection of Mana that's available if you want it now. It's been available since the 11th, but if you don't know about it, you can just go on the eShop on the Nintendo Switch, and you can pick that thing up. It is $39.99, so I'd probably say about 41 bucks or so with the tax. So, moving on from that, The Witcher 3 gets revealed. Yes, there are rumors going around about it happening, about The Witcher 3 coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, you had a lot of naysayers, like people who are extreme Sony fans. People like to call them Sony ponies. Alright. But it's probably more like this. Sony! Sony! A friend of mine called me one of those. I'm like, what? I do like other companies too. Or like people who do have Xbox and stuff like that. They were like, what? The Switch is gonna have Witcher 3? People are like, no way. No way is the Witcher 3 gonna be on there. It's not even as strong as the OG PS4. How are they gonna get it on there? And this and that. I'm like, yo, they showed off Doom. That was even tough for PCs to run. It was even tough for the PlayStation 4 to run, the Xbox One to run. Still kinda is to this day. Of course it's a lot more smoother with like the PS4 Pro and whatnot and the Xbox One X, but it's still pretty well and demanding. So don't let nobody try to fool you. But I was like, yo, once I saw Doom on the Nintendo Switch, they got Skyrim, which yes is an older game, but they have Skyrim on the Switch. They have Mortal Kombat 11 on the Nintendo Switch. I bought it for the Nintendo Switch. I don't have it on PlayStation 4, but I bought it because I was like, yo, I want to support it. So I was like, definitely, I'm picking this up on Nintendo Switch. I had to. Because I felt like, yo, I definitely need to support this my loving game. And so that's what a my lover did. I picked it up on a Nintendo Switch. And that's where we are at from here, honestly. When I saw Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch, I was like, yo, and Doom and Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus, and they're getting Wolfenstein Young Blood. Stop it. Once I started seeing all that stuff, yes, it may not look as graphically up there with the PS4 versions and stuff like that, but it looks clean enough. It works smooth. It's cool. May not be at 60 frames per second, might be at 30, but if you put enough work into it, I don't see why they can't. But even if it's at 30, you have the game on the go. Some people don't care about that. They're like, so what? The game is on the go. But if you want to play it, the option is there. The option is there. So, you know what I mean? The option is there. So, is it so bad? I don't think so. But some stuff, it comes down to opinion. It comes down to how you feel about it. But I'm like, yo, they got that on the Switch. So what's stopping
me?
Pretty much everything from coming to the Switch? Honestly, what is stopping it? That's what I want to know. So you had a lot of naysayers like, no way, no way. Well, yes way. They got it on the Switch. You don't gotta be hating. There's too much of hate, alright? There's too much hate already out in this motherfucking world. Now I ain't gonna stand for it. I'll probably like this well over is crazy. Following The Witcher's 3, follow The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition being announced for Nintendo Switch, and that will be releasing in 2019. Doesn't have a definitive month that it will be coming out, just 2019. So that seems good. So now we're moving on to the next game, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So when they initially showed this game, it was, you know, you can pick from these 3 little teachers, and you're gonna be at this school learning and fighting, and it's a tactical turn-based game. Now, the last time that I played Fire Emblem, bruh, we gotta go back to the Game Boy Advance days, alright? We really gotta go back to the Game Boy. That's my history of Fire Emblem. I didn't play it on the 3DS, I didn't play it on the DS, and I didn't play it on the Wii, and this is the first console game since the Wii. Not the first one ever for Fire Emblem. I don't want that to be misconstrued in a way at all. It's not the first one, but it's the first Fire Emblem game to be on console since Radiant Dawn on the Wii. And that's going back to 2 gaming generations ago. So it's been a while since you've seen a Fire Emblem game on console. It's been a hot minute. Well, they showed off this new trailer and stuff begins to get crazy. Like there's this crazy war brewing, these people that are coming to just attack and go in, and it's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be something wild, and I'm all here for it. I'm ready for it. Like, it just seems like it's going to be something that is bonkers, story-wise. Now, something that's been pretty prevalent in Fire Emblem games, especially the later in the series, from what I've been looking into and stuff about it, your characters can die. In this game too, your characters can die. So,
Gotta raise your game
if
now,
you
mate.
have some that you are really rocking with, make sure they're strong. Make sure they can go in, because if they die, you're dead.
You can do it.
So just letting y'all know. But after seeing that second trailer and whatnot, I was like, yo, I'm ready for that. I'm ready like Mo Loving Freddy. And that game comes out July 26th of this year. So next month, this game is coming out. A little less than a month, this game is coming out. And then following that, they show off this trailer. They show off Resident Evil. They're like, oh, we want to show you guys this game and stuff. So these people are in this abandoned house with a Nintendo Switch, and they're showing off Resident Evil. I was like, what? Crazy. So the first Resident Evil will be making its way to Nintendo Switch, along with Resident Evil 5 and 6. So I'm like, wow, they're really trying to get these Resident Evil games out on the Switch. So if now they have 1-0 Resident Evil, don't believe 2 is on there, no. And they just did a remake of 2, so that's not on the Switch yet. But they got Resident Evil 1, 5, and 6 on the way. So possibly at some point, this is just my personal speculation. This isn't confirmed. I don't have any insider information. I wish I did, but if I told y'all that, well, I'll be no loving lying, and I ain't trying to lie to y'all. So this is my personal speculation that, hey, since we got Resident Evil 1, 4, 5, 6, sometime they'll probably get 7. Who knows, maybe next year? I don't know exactly when, but maybe next year they get 7. And then, yo, if they get Resident Evil 7 by next year or even 2021, maybe they'll get that remake of Resident Evil 2. Now, if they do that, shoot, they'll almost have the entire series on Nintendo. Which, a funny fact about Resident Evil 4, that was a GameCube exclusive for a bit, Resident Evil 4. Never knew that till about a couple weeks ago. So, moving on from all those Resident Evil games dropping on the Switch, we move to the next game, which is No More Heroes 3. Now, No More Heroes was a game that originally debuted on the Nintendo Wii. Then No More Heroes, hold on, I just want to get this right. I want to make sure I'm right, so I'm not giving y'all no false information, because that is not what I'm about at all. Okay. Okay. So No More Heroes released on the Wii. And No More Heroes 2 released on the Wii as well.
40,
So not only did you get No More Heroes, the first one on the Wii, you got No More Heroes 2 on the Wii as well. So it didn't make the Wii U. No More Heroes 3 probably would have been a Wii U game if I'm left to speculate, but after, you know, the Wii U getting hit with so much backlash and stuff like that, the Wii U only sold 14 million systems out there, and there were games that they were still able to turn a profit on. And I'm like, yo, for a system to only have 14 million out there and still be able to turn profit on games, kudos to them. When everybody else has 30, 40, you know, 50 million and better, because PS4 was selling like ridiculously crazy in 2013. It was just selling wild, like hotcakes, until the Switch whooped that, and now the Switch is the fastest selling console in the United States. A little side, you know, tidbit of news. So, 2 generations later, No More Heroes makes its return with No More Heroes 3, and that will be releasing in 2020. Moving on from that, they showed off Contra Rogue Corps, and that seemed pretty cool. I was like, yo, okay. Contra's trying to make a comeback? What? So that was cool. And if you want that game for all those Contra fans out there who used to play it on the NES, Super NES, correct me if I'm wrong, Contra is back. With Contra Rogue Corps, and on top of that, they have Contra Anniversary Collection, which has it's pretty much a bundle of so many Contra games, it's not even funny. So that's dope. That's dope.
15, 40.
So moving on from Contra Rogue Corps and the Contra Anniversary Collection.
30, 40.
That dropped later that day, so you can pick it up now if you would like. Is Daemon X Machina. Yo, I'm looking forward to this game like crazy on the Switch. I like the demo. I still have the demo on my Nintendo Switch. It's pretty fun. It's pretty dope to have, you know, your own mech, and you're able to customize it, colors, gun, lens, stuff like that. It seems dope. I liked it. I enjoyed the demo. I still gotta beat the demo, but it does have a release date of 9/13/2019. So September 13th, you can pick up that game. Also, should I pre-order that game, not only will I be getting that Demon Ex Machina that he wanted. But on the same day, I will be getting Borderlands 3. B-Lands, baby. B-Lands. And I would love to get that game on the Nintendo Switch. And now,
15,
Gearbox has stated yes, they're interested in having Borderlands on the Nintendo Switch. And I hope that does happen.
30,
If not this year, then sometime, I don't care, anytime in 2020. Because I would love to play Borderlands on my Nintendo Switch. And it, you know, in addition to me playing on PS4. So if I have friends that, hey, you want to play Borderlands on PS4? I got you. You got Nintendo Switch? For all my Nintendo fans out there, boom, I got you too. Let's go. Let's party up all that. I don't care. Let's play some B-Land. For real.
40.
I love that. Moving on to this next game. Now, some people said they played this game on the Sega Dreamcast. I remember playing Sega Dreamcast, but I never played this game on Dreamcast. I played Virtua Fighter, and I played House of the Dead with the gun. Yo, that was so beef on the Sega Dreamcast. We're going a little off track, but I'm about to put the wheels back on the track because of this game. And it's called Panzer Dragoon, which is, it's pretty much like a rail shooter. You know, you have a bunch of enemies, you're on this dragon, and you're just gunning motherfuckers down like bang, 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 bang. Get out my motherfucking face. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, you thought you was gonna get me out. Bang. That's how we doing this thing.
It's all yours, mate.
That game will be dropping this winter. So if you're thinking of a winter game, would be late November, early December. I'm not 100% sure, but we will see.
Love, 15.
And we will mother loving see what happens. So, of course, moving on from Panzer Dragoon, I thought it was Danger Dragon, but no, it's a Panzer Dragoon. That will be dropping this winter. Of course, you know they had to talk about this game.
15, 30.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Or how I like to say from time to time, Pokemans. Pokemon.
15, 40.
Straight up. Okay. So of course they talked about this game. And how the Pokeball Plus, if you got that edition of either Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu, right? You get the Pokeball Plus, that it will also be usable with Pokemon Sword and Shield. So that's cool, that's pretty dope. And they also showed off another gym leader from the game. A water gym leader named Nessa. And I was like, okay. You got some black girl magic up in Pokemon. I said, okay. I see you, Pokemon. I see you, Pokemon.
It's all yours, mate.
I see you. I see you.
15, all.
You trying to be in there with the black girl magic. So, I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with it. So that was pretty cool. It was nice to see,
15, 30.
it was nice to see another gym leader. That was surprising. I didn't think they were going to show off another gym leader after they showed off one just 6 days prior. to the Nintendo Direct.
Got it.
That's high
Right.
point. Game
So moving on from
receiver.
Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Change.
But I do want to throw this little tidbit out there. You got a Nintendo Switch. If you have a Nintendo Switch, if you're thinking about getting Nintendo Switch, is Pokemon Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield something that you would look into, that you would want to get? Well, let me know. Because they do have some OG Pokemon up in there. And that game looks pretty on top of pretty on pretty. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun, cool, neat. This is our first mainline
Yours.
Pokemon game on console ever.
Left.
I've been wanting this to happen since I was always playing on Game Boy. You know, you had little spin-off games like Pokemon Coliseum
15.
and Pokemon Gala Darkness that possibly scratched the itch. But they weren't the mainline games, you know what I'm saying? So, this is something different. You got some people that are a bit
13.
peeved
40.
that there is no national dex in there, and you got people who are saying things like, "Oh, this is Pokemon Catch 'em all, not catch some of them." So you have a lot of backlash with that, which I can understand why. Shoot, I would love to play as all the Pokemon that I could from all the different games. But, when I took a trip down to pretty much my local GameStop that's not too far from me, he was like, yeah, I can see why people would be mad. He's like, when I initially heard that, he was like,
Raise your
man,
game now, mate.
knew that like that was some BS, but then he thought about it. He's like, how many
15.
of those Pokemon that you are going to bring over from other games? If they're like, yeah, you know what, you can bring all the Pokemon over from all the other games. He's like, how many of them would he actually use? You know, you might have a A team, a B team, max a C team, right? So it's 3. Are you gonna have a D team, a E team, a F team? No, you're not. You're not gonna have all these different Pokemon squads. Some people might go to that length, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll just pick my favorites, and you know, my little second rates that I really like from certain generations, and that's it. So currently they're facing a bit of backlash because of that. I feel that
Advantage server.
once people get this loving game in their hands, they're going to lose their mind and they'll probably forget about the backlash. Who knows? It might be added later, but apparently that's where things stand, and it's leaving a bad taste in people's mouths. I can definitely see why it would, but I'm just excited we're getting a new gen of Pokemon that we've never seen before, period. This ain't a remake, a reboot, none of that. Like, this is a whole new generation, a whole new region, a whole bunch of new Pokemon. So I'm excited for that, even though I would have loved to bring as many as I could from older generations. That would be dope and amazing. I'm looking into this game and I'm being optimistic. You know what I mean? Some people might be like, oh, you're too optimistic. I'm like, yo, first of all, we are getting, do you know how big this is?
Gotta raise your game now, mate.
Game receiver.
That not only are we getting a new generation of Pokemon, but mother lover, we are getting
15.
it on console. On a console. Now, yes, the Switch is a hybrid console. You can make that argument. Oh, it's a handheld and a console. Yes, it's a hybrid. So if you want to use it as a handheld, you can. But I'm going to use it as a handheld. But mother lover, you best believe I'm going to play this game on dock mode. You know, taking advantage of that extra power and stuff, and the beauty of this game. And it's a main line. I'm gonna stress that. Pokemon game. They didn't have to do that. They could have said, you know what? We gonna put this on 3DS. Or not brought the series over at all. But I'm glad they are doing it. Now I'm completely excited for this. Now, this next game, I was hyped from the moment I saw this game. I saw little tidbits of gameplay. This game blew my mother loving mind from the first time that I saw it. Now, some people are like, oh, I have to see more of this game, this and that, before I can get a full feel of if I'm trying to spend my cash on this game. I'm like, yo, from what I've seen enough, they threw in tidbits of gameplay, all the stuff you could do.
You can do it.
Advantage receiver.
With your little partner. I believe they're called legions, and they're bonded to you because it's operator. Once I saw all that, I was like, yo, I'm sold on this loving game. I am sold. From when I saw it, the little tidbits of gameplay and stuff that I saw from the first trailer was enough for me. I said, yo, this is gonna be loving beast. And we had people, rightfully so, they met this game with skepticism, you know? UIP, it's from Platinum Games. There's a lot of games that they just hit stuff out of the park, and other games not so well, but I was like, yo, I see the quality. I see how dope this game is. Yes, it is another JRPG, but it has action in it too, and everything like that. I like the little tidbits of the story that I got from the initial trailer. I was like, yo, I'm sold on this. And literally, I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered the game, honestly. I'm not even gonna front. From the first trailer that I saw, I pre-ordered this game. I was like, yo, I need this loving game. Went to GameStop. I was like, this game's in your system? I'm pre-ordering it right now. Bang. They were like, yeah. It's in our system and stuff. I was like, thank you. And it's reservable. I'm pre-ordering that. And then when they showed off this second trailer, everybody who is pretty much on the fence about this game is like, yeah, yo, this game is gonna be hot. And I was like, yo, I don't know, but I was like, initially, I was like, I don't know, but it seems like possibly this game could be Game of the Year. I wasn't 100% sure, but, yeah. Now, originally I said Pokemon was going to get it. I still want Pokemon to get it. But if Pokemon does not get Game of the Year, and no lie, I keep going back and forth between these two games. Astral Chain will probably be Game of the Year for this year. of 2019.
15.
And they do those awards. You're hearing it from me first. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And y'all can be like, yo, Qstunna, you are more loving wrong. And I'll be like, you know what? You are more loving right about that. But I'm gonna go out on a more loving limb here and say that
No. 40, 50.
Astral Chain will be game of the mother loving year. And I'm saying it just like that.
Server. Change.
Straight up. Not playing no game. You heard it here first. So, should that come to pass, just to let you know, I was saying this. I was captivated by the first trailer of this. Yes, I did have a bit of skepticism, but I was like, yo, this seems dope enough that I just have this weird feeling that this quality is just there. But I felt it was there from the jump, and people were looking at it with way more harder of an eye and just like this. I don't know, I'm not seeing exactly what you're seeing, and it's very much understood, especially you spending $60 on a game and stuff like that, and it's a new IP and everything like that. But I just saw the mother loving quality in this game, you know, and it's a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Platinum Games is doing the combat aspects and stuff like that. You have the creator of Nier Automata helping out with the story. I was like, what? I was like, word. I'm kind of sold on it already. Off of that. And I like the combat. The combat seems dope. I like the Legion. It was just so amazing. So I was just that captivated by this mother loving game that I was like, yes, yes, mother lover, yes, you get my pre-order that quick. And when I saw that second trailer, it was just even more so confirmed. I was like, yes, I'm so happy that I can be right about that. It's like, yo, this game's gonna be amazing. Still have people that are very skeptical, like, no, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, it could be pretty good, but I don't think it's game of the year. I'm like, it's up there, stop it, it's up there. But people are entitled to their opinion. I respect people's opinion, even if it's not my own. That's why we have it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. Whether I agree to it or not, that is your opinion. And I'm gonna respect that Mulligan's decision, you feel me? You're not always going to see eye to eye and agree with everything that somebody's gonna say. Shoot, there's gonna be a lot of stuff y'all might not agree with what I'm gonna say. Shoot, let me know. Y'all don't gotta be scared. Let me know. Let me know why. That's all. Shoot, I ain't gonna bite nobody's head off. Hey, you got your opinion, I got mine. And we just gonna leave it at that. Okay. So now we're moving on to this next game called Empire of Sin. And it kind of reminds me of Mafia in a way. Gave me a completely Mafia-like kind of feel, and it had a top-down kind of view, like the old-school Grand Theft Autos, like on PlayStation 1. I believe they even brought over Grand Theft Auto 2 on the Game Boy, with the top-down view and stuff like that. I was like, yo, it's crazy. But it does seem pretty wild. And it is coming to Nintendo Switch. And it, a little more specifically, it's not narrowed down to a month, but but it will be coming spring 2020.
Got it.
15. Oh.
So there's a little window, but you're not exactly sure exactly when this game's coming out. But they give you, hey, when spring is here, one of those months is spring, maybe March, maybe April, maybe May, early June. You want to go there? Empire Sen could drop. So, moving on from Empire of Sin to Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Now, I remember playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1. Some people were like 2 is good, but it was nowhere near as good as 1. I really should have got the collection digitally, even though it was $60. I should have got the collection of the game digitally. So, hey, at least I would have bought it and I could have had it. Maybe we could have had some fun with that Mulligan game. You guys could have saw that game. Unfortunately, that was not a choice that I made. That was not a choice that I personally made. And I'm like, dang, I wish I did. And because the licensing ran out and whatnot, for like music and whatnot for those games, that game is taken off of the PlayStation Store. So I can't get it. It was also released on the Xbox Marketplace. Can't get it there either because of that. So if you got the game, you'll always have it. You bought it, you downloaded it, or you downloaded it, you played it, you delete it. Well, you got the game.
15, 40.
Can't take it away from you. I wish I did, because I would love to play 1 again. I would love to get into 2, but I gotta settle for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. And that game drops on July 19th, so a little under a month from this game, which is gonna be fire. And the game is a Nintendo Switch exclusive. So if you don't have a Nintendo Switch, you're not playing on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 at all, because it's an exclusive. You're not playing that game. It's exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. And that was wild. I was really surprised Nintendo went out their way to do that, but I'm like, yo, big ups to Nintendo for doing that, for real. That's pretty cool, honestly. I got a Nintendo Switch, so I'm not worried about it. I'm able to get it. If you wanted to, that same day, they do have an expansion pass that does include Marvel Knights, X-Men, and Fantastic Four. Now, although you can get it on the 11th, you can get it now. If you want to get it now, but all that content will be dropping fall of 2019. So pretty much 2 to 3 months later after the game's released, maybe even 3 or 4, you'll get the whole expansion, some more heroes and everything like that. But I might definitely have to get that game, for sure. I gotta pre-order that game, honestly. So, moving on from Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, which I'm well loving hyped for, is Cadence of Hyrule. Which pretty much they took the Necromancer game, and it's a beat-driven kind of game, and it has Hyrule. And yo, it does seem pretty cool. Definitely reminds you of a back in the day Zelda, but the game does seem cool. It does seem pretty good with the whole beat thing and everything like that. I'm like, yo, that's pretty amazing. So, probably gotta check that one out. Cadence of Hyrule. I probably gotta check that game out. So moving on from there, we get to Mario and Sonic Olympics 2020. They have boxing, they have karate, they have tennis and judo, and it was just crazy. Like all the different Olympic activities in there, it was wild. I was like, yo, and this one honestly has me interested. When I saw all those other times, it did seem kind of cool, but I was like, yo, I'm just excited for this. My interest has been piqued because just so many different activities and Olympic stuff you could do, and I was like, yo, that could actually be fun. And that drops in November. Sometime in November. Doesn't have a date specifically, but it's narrowed down to a month, and it is November. Going on from there, this is a game that people thought were coming this year. They thought it was coming along this year with an addition to Pokemon. And the game is Animal Crossing. But it did get delayed. And they wanted to work on the game more, do some extra polish, so that's why they delayed the game. But did they... I'm not saying it would have been terrible, but did they honestly have to bring Animal Crossing out this year? You know, a lot of people wanted it and they're clamoring for it. Nah, I don't think they had to. Because so far, as I've been telling you guys, it's pretty stacked up so far with Nintendo. So, Animal Crossing New Horizon, as it's called.
15:30.
All those Animal Crossing fans out there who are trying to pay off that living debt to that squirrel
15:40.
and build that town on up. If you're excited for it, the game drops
13:40.
March 20, 2020, baby. 2020, baby. Like, put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Yeah. So, now we're moving on from Animal Crossing to this next game. And honestly, I was like, yo, this game gotta be coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's gotta be. Definitely. It definitely has to be coming to Nintendo Switch. Because this game has been rumored and rumored and rumored and rumored, and leaking box art of it, and there's a placeholder saying Nintendo Switch and stuff like that. I was like, yo, I don't know exactly when, but this game gotta be coming to the Nintendo Switch, just because all the stuff that was supposedly leaked, and I was like, yo, this has to be coming to Nintendo Switch. And the game, none other is Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Yes, this mother-loving game is coming to Nintendo Switch September 3rd, this game is coming to Nintendo Switch. Along with Hollow Knight, Silk Song. It just says it's coming soon, so maybe we'll probably get that possibly late this month, maybe next month, August, who knows? Just says coming soon. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch is coming to Nintendo Switch. Now, I was watching Spawn Wave, and apparently the Switch version, at least from now, from what he says, is just the port of the PS3 version, but the PS4 and PC ones are remastered. I mean, I guess it could work, but I'm like, why not make them all remastered? I'm just saying, I'm gonna do that to 2 of them. Why not the 3rd one? So who knows, maybe that will change down the road, but I just find that kind of weird. Moving on from Ni no Kuni. But I'm still hyped, so who knows, I might get that on both, or who knows, the one that I don't get it on at first, I'll pick it up on the other console when it's on sale or something. Moving on to the next game, Minecraft Dungeons, that we did talk about, and I believe it was Microsoft's conference. But yes, it is also coming to Nintendo Switch. Spring 2020, in case you guys forgot. Elder Scroll Blades. Moving on from that to Elder Scroll Blades, as talked about in the Bethesda's E3 conference. Will be coming fall 2019. This game called My Friend Pedro, where you play as a banana and you're like racing or something. That game is out. Came out on the 20th. So it came out 3 days ago now. Doom Eternal, it just says coming soon, but Doom Eternal does have a release date of November 22nd. So I'm just gonna say it's coming out then. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Then they showed off another game called The Sinking City. That'll be coming to Nintendo Switch fall 2019. Wolfenstein Young Blood, that was mentioned at the Bethesda's conference, July 26th of this year. So next month, we're getting Wolfenstein Young Blood day and day with the Xbox One and PS4 version. You're getting it day and day on the Switch. Dead by Daylight will be coming to Nintendo Switch on September 24th. Bang, they're getting that. Alien Isolation. Bang, Nintendo Switch is getting that. Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. Bang, they're getting that this winter. Dragon Quest Builders 2. That was mentioned at the Xbox conference. Bang, July 12th. This game called 3 the Game, which is like this crazy kind of shooter and whatnot. That'll be coming out July 4th, so next month. For like 2 to 3 weeks, that game will be out. Just Dance 2020 drops, as mentioned at the Ubisoft conference. Drops November 5th, 2019. Catan. This game called Catan. It's like a strategy kind of game. Came out 3 days ago on the 20th. Super Lucky's Tale. That was previously an Xbox One exclusive. Is coming to the Switch this fall. Dauntless, that is currently available on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I actually did play the game. I'm playing the game. I am enjoying the game. It came out last month, on May 21st. So that'll be coming to Nintendo Switch late 2019. Super Mario Maker 2, that I briefly touched upon earlier, that dropped on the 28th of this month, so in 5 days you can get that game. And now we return back to Super Smash Brothers, where the mother-loving like troll people with Banjo-Kazooie, and out comes the dog with the duck from Duck Hunt. Yo, that was crazy. But yeah, right after that, Banjo-Kazooie just like, the bird just like shoots him and Banjo comes out. So yes, Banjo-Kazooie is in Smash Brothers. They weren't just straight up trolling you. And he will arrive in fall, in this fall. And then last but not least, for everybody who is rocking with Breath of the Wild, I'm rocking with Breath of the Wild. I still gotta beat the Mulligan game. But Breath of the Wild as the one big hitter like hell on a mother love. After what they already did with all these titles and games, they show off a little trailer, you know, some little scenes and whatnot for Breath of the Wild 2. And then right after that after what they show you, little teaser trailer, they let you know that the Breath of the Wild sequel is now in development. I was like, yo, Nintendo really brought the heat to mother lovers for this E3. And it is showing you just how much they packed this motherfucking thing. By how much this time is, and it's crazy. Crazy. And then day 2 was filled with a bunch of tree houses. I mean, they're giving you a half an hour to like 31, maybe even 32 minutes of gameplay, explaining mechanics and really just showing off the game. So if you guys are interested in that, I may even look into it myself. Come back, talk about it a bit, and keep it all up and pushing. But if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out on YouTube. You go and you type in Nintendo, you go to their channel, and they do have their tree houses, or just type Nintendo Treehouse right in the bar and you will see it. And it's pretty dope. It is pretty mother loving dope. And with that, we done. We are done. That's all the information. That's everything that we're here to talk about for tonight. It was a lot. We went in pretty much like an hour and a half. Like, the presentation itself was about almost pushing 45 minutes long. You know, I'm reporting to you guys, and we just hit an hour and a half of time. I mean, they packed a lot into 45 mother loving minutos. For real. Nintendo was not playing. They didn't come there to play games. They weren't playing no more loving games. They were just hitting you with hate. But as I normally do when I wrap this loving thing up, I want to know you guys' feelings on the Nintendo conference. Did they do good? Did they do great? Were you like, this is kind of cool, but they didn't really hit hard as much as they could have? Or did they run this loving thing? And I think they, well, we'll go into that the next time. But as always, because I need to love and do it. And y'all know that is official. We're wrapping this loving thing up. If you guys are feeling this, let me know. Did Nintendo do the loving thing? Did they drop the ball? Did they not do enough? Were you guys like, oh lordy, but we didn't get Bayonetta 3, we didn't get Metroid Prime 4, and this and that? Is that how you feel? Did they do buns? Was it just horrific because we didn't see those games? That's up to y'all to decide. After giving y'all all that news and on everything that they were doing, I think they went in. They had heat. It was flames. I was like, Lordy. They pretty much put E3 on their loving back, if you ask me. But hope you guys have a good night or a good day, wherever that you guys may be. And until next time, peace.